So as you can see, I'm missing quite a few books, quite a few, and it's because today I do have planned a June book haul. So I don't know if I should be ashamed that like I got so many books in 1 month, but I'm really excited about this video. But first, I do want to talk about something very important. So recently, it's come to my attention that a really popular company called Book Outlet, they sell discounted books online. And I have purchased from them 2 times, and I will definitely be leaving videos down below so you can get more of a full picture of the issue. You can get a more in-depth account of exactly what happened. But what I know about what happened was that basically Book Outlet does this program called Vlogger Friends, and it's been called out that they've had a problem with inclusion and including people of color, influencers on their website and collabing with them, and they have put out some really questionable tweets regarding the issue when it's been brought up. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because I just got books in the mail and I ordered them early June before I knew anything that was going on, and they are from Book Outlet. So after this, I will no longer be purchasing from Book Outlet. I would definitely encourage you to do your research and to understand everything going on, so you can be knowledgeable and get better informed on the problems and the situations going on. So with that, I am going to be getting into the video. So first, I am going to do the Book Outlet books because I got like 7 of those, but then I actually have been going to my local bookstore. It's a used bookstore here where I live, and it's amazing. I love it so much, but I got majority of my books from that bookstore. So we're going to start with Book Outlet and then go on to the rest of the books that I have. All right, so let's get it. I do need to get a knife or a pen or something to open this up. Alright. I have no idea what I ordered. It was so long ago, I'm like, what is in here? I'm so excited. Okay. Oh yes. Oh yes, we got good ones. Alright, so the first one that I got was The Sun Does Shine by Anthony Ray Hinton. I read this book last year. It was 5 out of 5, incredible. This book is about Anthony Ray Hinton, and he was wrongly accused of the murder of 2 people. Yeah, capital murder in Alabama in 1985, and he spent a majority of the time on death row, and it is such an incredible book. Definitely recommend. You need to read this. This wrecked me. I sobbed for weeks. I was not okay for weeks after reading this book. It's Oprah's 2018 selection for her book club. This is it. It's incredible. I'm about to read it again because it's I just remember it and it was great and love it so much. So I'm not gonna be talking about all these books because we got a lot. So ooh, oh my gosh, look at this copy. This is Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. Oh my gosh, like she's fancy. Oh no, she's gonna be hard to read. Like how am I supposed to get in there? Oh, but she's pretty. I'm obsessed. Got this one also. I have most of these books, I have no idea what they're about. I get most of my book recommendations from Goodreads, from friends, and one of my favorite booktubers right now, her name is Noelle. I'm gonna be linking her channel down below because she's so cool, so funny. So yeah, I really get a lot of my books from them. So I don't really, oh my god, okay, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. So sometimes I don't really, like I read the synopsis on the back real quick and then I'm like, okay, bye, because I get so excited. But this is one of me and Emily's books that we're gonna be reading together, as well as, oh my god, Jane Eyre. Look at how pretty this copy is. Oh my goodness, this is so beautiful. Oh, it's so beautiful. I'm obsessed. Oh my god, this is such a fun time. Such a fun time. Okay, so the next one we got is The Murder of Roger Ackroyd by Agatha Christie. I bought it because I don't have my own copy, and I love Agatha Christie's books. She's incredible, so I'm excited to finally have it on my shelf. It's gonna be so fun. All right, the next one we have is Neil Gaiman's Stardust. I have no idea what this is about, but honestly, I will read anything that Neil Gaiman writes. We have American Gods on our buddy read list, me and Emily, and I'm so excited for that. So I was like, I need to get all of his books. I read Neverwhere in the beginning of the year, like during quarantine. Yeah, it was like the first week of quarantine that I read it, and it was so good, so interesting, so unique for like a fantasy story. It was like a realistic fantasy type of thing. What do you call those? Where like it's not completely fantasy, but like there's like fantasy elements in like a real world. And then the next two books, so you know like when you need like more, you need like to spend more to get free shipping? That's what happened, because like these were like on my list, like I was like, that's what I want. And then these two, I was just like, well, I've heard things about them, like Caraval by Stephanie Garber. Heard so many good things about this. Isn't there a TV show? I think there is. But look at how beautiful. I'm excited to read it. But yeah, I just needed free shipping. And then same with this one, A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Bridget Kemmerer. I don't know. But look at how beautiful this copy is. Like, wow, that cover is beautiful. Oh, and it's an intensely original retelling of Beauty and the Beast. That's interesting, because the only other like Beauty and the Beast retelling I ever read was oh my gosh, what is that lady's name? Sarah J. Maas. That took a minute, but that's like the only other retelling I've ever read for Beauty and the Beast was not A Curse So Dark and Lonely, A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. So we'll see how this is. I'm excited. These two look good. And then that's all I got for Book Outlet. So bye, Book Outlet, but thank you for the books, and I hope y'all make some needed changes. Okay, now we're gonna get into the massive stack that I have over here. First, I do want to talk about a book that I'm reading right now, and I think it's incredible and everyone needs to get it. Here it is. I actually just picked it up yesterday. It is Why Are All the Black Kids Sitting Together in the Cafeteria by Beverly Daniel Tatum. Ooh. And it's really interesting so far. I'm 100 pages in, and I've just been highlighting so much, just really trying to take it slow and absorb all of the information. I think it's incredible because we're really talking about just racial identity, especially in kids, and where how all of that fits into how you think of yourself, and the segregation that we see in the schools. So I'm so excited. I ordered a copy on Amazon to be sent to somebody else because I'm like, you need to read this, and I bought it for her, and I was like, it's coming to your house because it's incredible. I'm really excited to finish this. The next one that we have a whole bunch. So I'm not gonna talk about all these, but I did get these 3 Barnes & Noble classics from my bookstore. I got this Thomas Hardy book, I got Jude the Obscure, and I got Dracula by Bram Stoker. I've read Dracula before, but I just wanted to have my own copy. I read it in like high school, but I really want to reread it. And then these two, I have no idea what they're about, but Noelle has talked about Jude the Obscure, and then Emily said that I needed to get this Thomas Hardy book because she said we're gonna read it together, and she said it's incredible. So I don't know, but I'm so excited for these books. The next one that I have is The Secret Garden by Frances Burnett. I also don't really know what this is about, but I heard it's incredible. It's a classic. It has like almost 5 stars on Goodreads, and there's gonna be a garden, and it's a secret, and I'm excited about A Secret Garden. I don't know about you guys, but holy moly, look at how small this print is. Ooh, we're gonna have a tough time. The next one that I have is Misery by Stephen King. I actually read this book on Friday, finished it. It was incredible. I was losing faith in Stephen King books because I read Different Seasons by Stephen King, and I loved the first book. I think I talked about this in my summer TBR video. I loved the first book, but the other ones wasn't a huge fan of. And then I read The Outsiders last year. I read, I think it's called like The Asylum, or what, The Institute. I think it's called The Institute. I read that last year, and like I didn't really enjoy them that much, but this was 5 stars for me. I thought that the villain, the antagonist in the story was so interesting. Her name is Annie Wilkes, and she's a super fan of this man. His name is Paul Sheldon, and she takes him hostage and makes him write a novel for her. And it's like the end series. It's like the last book in the series that she like loves, and she makes him write it. And it was so scary sometimes, and it was so good. So good. Like, I'm gonna reread this very soon because it was that incredible. Okay, the next book that I have is Villette by Anne Bronte. Oh, no, it's not by Anne Bronte. Who? I'm a fake fan. Villette by Charlotte Bronte. This is also on Emily and I's buddy reading list, which is getting longer by the day. But I heard that this is her like best book. I'm not sure. Noelle was actually talking about it in one of her videos, and she was saying that someone from her grad program had told her, if you liked Jane Eyre, this is better. So I was like, I have to pick it up. Also, like, this girl is working it on the front cover. Like, okay, sis, I see you. All right, the next one that I have is The Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison. I am so excited for this book. I was looking for it, I couldn't find it, and then I like passed by this section, and it was just there. And I was like, God bless. So good. I heard that it's just beautifully written, just a heart-wrenching story. It's gonna wreck me. I already know. But I'm so excited for it. Anyways, like I just wreck me. Like, you know what I mean? Like I love a good book that's just gonna like kill me, you know? Excited for this one. We're almost done. The next one that I have is North and South by Elizabeth Gaskell, and I also don't know what this is about, but everyone talks about this baby, so I'm like, I need to have her, period. And that's it on that. It's a classic, and it's beautiful. I mean, look at this copy. Like, for like a used bookstore, like they have some nice copies in there. I was like, thank you, and adding it to my collection, you know? The next one that I have is another Stephen King book. It's Pet Sematary, and I heard this is really, really scary. Noelle, I'm just gonna talk about her like every video because I love her, but she was saying that this one like scared the crap out of her, and I was like, it's gonna be perfect for Halloween. Which is almost coming up if you think about it. I mean, like, that's like right around the corner. So super excited about this. I also want to see the adaptations because I haven't seen any of them. Ooh, and this is, it just like feels nice, you know what I mean? It feels like it's just like well read. So whoever had this before loved it, so I'm excited. I'm excited. The next one is probably like one of the books that I'm most looking forward to reading, and it's The Shadow of the Wind by Carlos Saffron? I don't know, but I heard that this book is incredible. It's funny because a couple weeks ago, someone used a quote. I think it was, who was it? Barnes & Noble? It was Barnes & Noble. Barnes & Noble put up a quote, and it was actually from this book, and I was like, oh, it's gonna be so good. I'm just so excited. Oh, okay, so it's about a boy who finds solace in a mysterious book, The Shadow of the Wind, and he finds out that someone is trying to destroy all the books written by that author. That's so interesting. I love books about books. Like S by J.J. Abrams and someone else. But that book is like a book in a book, and it's the best. It's so good. Such a cool reading experience. But yeah, I just love books like that. So excited about this one. The next one that I have is Call Me by Your Name by Andre Ackerman. Andre Ackman? Yeah. And I read it. It was incredible. I need to read it again because I think I read it too fast, so I didn't like absorb it. You know what I mean? But I loved it so much. It's a story about these two boys, and it's like their love story, but also like, oh, it's so beautiful. Just like everything that happens, and I can't even do it justice, so I'm not. So read it because it's so good. I've never heard of this author before Noelle told me about it. I act like I know her, but I don't. But I want to be her friend, you know what I mean? So she was like, this is my favorite author of all time. Love this book, favorite book, 5 stars. And I was like, okay, I gotta get it. And so I did, and I loved it. I really loved it. So I'm definitely gonna reread it. This is on the list again to reread. We have 2 books left because the other 2 books is, I already talked about these in my other video, but I picked these up both in June as well. Don Quixote and East of Eden. So excited for these 2 books. But I also have In Cold Blood by Truman Capote. Everyone knows In Cold Blood. I read it in high school. I loved it so much, so I just needed to have my own copy, and I'm really excited about it. And then the last one is Invisible Man by Ralph Ellison, and I'm not sure. Ooh, but it says that it's one of those rare novels that have changed the shape of American literature. Tell me more. Ooh, okay. For not only does Ralph Ellison's nightmare journey across the racial divide tell unparalleled truths about the nature of bigotry and its effects on the mind of both victim and perpetrator, it gives us an entirely new model of what a novel can be. This is on our list, Emily and I's, and I am so excited. So excited. So that's the books that I have, and I'm just gonna say this again, one more time, from the top. I'm so excited about all the books that I have. I need to go on a book buying ban because I have too many, and now I'm just buying too many books. Like every time I go to a bookstore, I have to get another book. It's because they're like half off. Like if they have a stamp in them from the bookstore, then they're half off. Like, then what a good price, you know what I mean? So I'm like, I have to buy it. That's it, period. And then I do, and now I have like 20 books that I got in a single month. I have a problem, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said before, I'm linking below the videos that I watched about the book outlet, everything that happened with that. Definitely do your research and be kinder to each other, please. And what are you guys reading right now? Let me know. I want to know. Let me know if you're reading or are interested in any of the books that I showed you guys today. And we will see you in the next one. Bye.